Alright, hello everyone. We're back for hole number 3 here. And what I might recommend for you guys is taking something with a little bit more length on here. So you can see that I have a hammerhead unlocked. That's what I'm going to use. Otherwise, you could get away with a big dog. You might want to be a little careful. But you're going to want something with top spin. So here I'm going to go hammerhead. And I'm going to go extra mile. And I'm going to go the long way for you guys. So you can kind of see an alternate perspective. So when I go this way, let me just clear out one of these chests real quick, since I don't have any golds. So if you guys saw my guide from yesterday, I went to the right hand side, showed you how to get away with that shot. It's a very complicated, kind of challenging shot. So I wanted to go to the left and do more of a layup approach, and just show you guys how to easily go this way as well. So that way you have one of each method. And you can just kind of pick and choose. If you need to practice, that other direction, that's one of the things that you can do. I'm going to go ahead for this hole. I'm going to take a Titan. And here you can kind of see where it's going to shoot up towards the edge there. I'm trying to figure out how much power I want to use. I'm not going to use very much, but you can see that I am going to use a little. And just try to curl it kind of aggressively towards the right hand side a little bit. Here it's just shooting down towards that rough, but just coming inside. So you do have to be a little careful. Don't overpower too much. You will end up shooting up through there. Of course, take advantage of some curl if you have it, and just get it up there. It's going to be a tougher second shot from up there than it is when you go kind of with the risky drive. So it's almost, in my opinion, better to go for the risky drive, because then you wind up with an easier eagle opportunity. Well, alba and eagle, both. And when you are up here, it's going to be much tougher. The odds of me making it from up here are going to be very small. I'm not even going to be thinking about making it, just making sure that I don't make a mistake. Here you can see that my opponent's ball goes on the left hand side of this, which is also still okay. You can get away with it. It's just going to, make things a little bit longer for you. So here you can kind of see what I'm faced up against. And what I'll do is just kind of roll this out a little bit. Maybe about 2 top spin. Make sure that, and I'm also going to offset that guide just a little bit. You can see that I'm shooting down to a much lower target. So I'm going to add on some rings for that. So instead of going my standard, maybe 7 ring, well, no. This is 1.5 accuracy. So with this being 1.4 per ring. So 7's the outer, that'll take care of the wind. And I'm just going to go 2 extra rings to account for the downhill nature here. And I hit a great ball. So let's just see how this comes in. Coming in pretty good overall. So you can see, 2, 3 to rings. What is that? About 60%, 50% extra. So if your normal adjustment is 5 rings, you're going to need at least 7 there. And you can see that I can easily get it out there. And keep in mind that if I had a short drive, like my opponent, I could just kind of up the top spin, so to speak. Whereas here my opponent would have to do something more of like a full ball type shot if he wanted to still get to the green. And this is a little conservative. It's probably going to just roll out, not too deep. Ooh, great ball. So unfortunately not able to, he would have been able to salvage that with a relatively good full ball there. You can bring, especially if you have a later Viper like my opponent, you can bring that here as long as you have, a little bit of top spin. But I recommend going with something with a little bit more. I try to stay away from big dog, but you can get away with it if you just got to remember that accuracy number is so low. Even for me, my hammerhead was right around 80, I believe, or so 1.4 per ring is the max ring adjustment. So for me, 5 rings for my shot, I had a 7 wind, would be 7. And the extra that you saw me go is just because of the fact that, we had that way downhill elevation shot there. But here you can see that, I was able to get the eagle either way, whether going right or left. It doesn't really matter. So whatever you feel more comfortable with, because I know that the drive on the first shot, so it's kind of like a trade-off. Do you want the first shot to be hard, or do you want the second shot to be hard? And for me, I like to do a little bit riskier drive and, have the easier second shot. So that's why, going right. So if you haven't seen my going right method, highly going to recommend you guys going to that. And, good luck there, guys, and catch you guys for hole 4 coming up.